Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here with day 2 of 12 days of Christmas, getting ready for December daily. And I've chosen these two books of paper because they're perfect for this, and also because they were in here in my craft room, to be quite honest. So I am going to go with the 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, so I am going through the papers. This is deer fur with snow, it looks like. So I know I want one of these, maybe two. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pick out my pages, and oh, I like that. So this is going to be a little different from the ones that I've done before, but I'm excited. Yeah, definitely want a page of cardinals. And oh gosh, we are hoping that we need to use the snow. Ooh, I like that plaid. I love plaid, especially at Christmas. So you see these have 4 pages of each design. So I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, look at that. Take one of each, maybe 2 of some. I'm hoping that, see, we have time off, and I'm hoping that we get to go spend some time at the cabin. That would be awesome. So I'm going to be cutting out the circles, and I guess we can do a red snowflake. We already got pine cones. So I'll be fussy cutting these pieces out, and also some of the letters. Okay, so that's from the Have a Cozy Christmas. This was 2018 Hobby Lobby. And this one is 2020 Hobby Lobby. I love that they have the 8.5 by 11 paper. Okay, you can see that that one is pretty much the same as the other one, but it has a green background. So this is just a matter of getting pages ready. That looks really vintage. I think this one is going to look great with some of the Dear Julie papers. And so my plan is to just, ooh, look at that. Look at that with the pine on the edges. Is to get my pages ready and have my, ooh, I can cut those out. Look at the trees and sleds. Okay, ooh, pretty, another pretty one. Okay, so I've got those and those. Okay, so now I am going to be going with the, this is 8, I believe it's 8.5, yeah, 8.5 by 8.5 format. So I'm going to want to cut these down, and we're going to fold them in a variety of ways as well. So we'll go ahead and pull our little goodie out at 8.5. So December daily. There are several ways of doing this. I'm turning this over because it's got some, like a type. It almost looks like a title there. I just think that that's gonna look better. We'll come down. We'll have this piece left. Okay, so there's that first page. And we're going to do the same thing with the sleds, because if I flip those up, they're going to be upside down. Okay. So let's see here. This one, I'm going to check and see what it looks like in this direction. If it gives us a better place for cutting. Not really, it's kind of the same place. Okay, so we got trees, got sleds. Okay, Santa, we're gonna cut Santa, we'll fussy cut Santa. You know what, we can go ahead and have him be a page though. Okay, so we got more of him. Okay, so cutting these. Now this one can become a pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here, and I'm going to mark it at 8.5. Okay, and this can either become a flip or a pocket, because it doesn't matter what direction it is going in. Okay, put my fingernail there, flip it up, line it up, and there we have it. Okay, so this can either become a pocket or it can become a flip. And if you saw yesterday's video, at the end I showed you several ways that well, I showed you one of my my albums, and I love the way it turned out. Okay, so this one's going to be 8.5. We'll go ahead and mark it, and again, this can either be a pocket or it can be a flip. Or it can even be the beginning of this page. If I put another piece of paper here, and it can have an edge. There's lots of things to do, but that's what I'm basically going to do here. So now this one, we're going to want to go in this direction. Okay. And we'll have the little piece and this. And again, now the flip, that we can be making the flip. It doesn't mean that I have to use it, okay? But having it there, and having it already ready, because since we're doing with the holes there, so these are the 2 large size. These are I get both of these in the embroidery section at Joann's. I think they come 2 to a package, so I had to buy 2 packages to have 3. You can use just 2, but 3 seems to hold better. Okay, so I like that. I'm checking to see which direction this is going to look better. I think we'll go with this. Gives us that and that. So another thing that I did is I went ahead and I've marked this one at 8.5, and then I can just take my fingernail and dig in and get all the other ones that I need, and they are marked, and so I can mass produce going ahead and doing this. Now remember, because they have white backgrounds, I am probably going to want to, missed a couple. Some of these I may come back and cut off, but I may add some decoration. There's lots of things I can do here. Plus, my cover is not going to be 8.5 inches. It'll be a little bigger, so I could do something fun. And of course, that would be in one of the other days of ideas. So this just gives you a way of getting those ready. So I can take another little stack here. Okay, and I don't even need this out except for the ones where I'm cutting them, like this one, right? So I guess we'll put the cut ones over to the side. This is the one that has the, there it is. Okay, so, oh, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so we'll go down. There we go. Okay, and continue folding them. So like I said, they can be pockets, they can be top tucks, they can be lots of different things. Okay, we'll grab our next batch. You are cut, cut, cut. Okay, so all of those are regular. Come down to place, use my fingernail, dig in there. Okay, so there's that little tip, using one and then marking them and being able to do them mass produced. Okay, so you get the idea. We'll go through, and this one will get a hinge or a flip. This one will get cut, flip, 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 or pocket, flip. This one's going to get cut up. Okay, so you know what? I think this one could be a page. Now remember, I'm probably going to double my pages so that I have, okay, so for this one, I'm going to cut it. It's going to be a little short, you guys, because I don't want to cut through the words. Okay, so this is going to be a little wider. This is going to be a little shorter. It's still wide enough, but it's going to be a little short, and that's okay. Okay, but these will get hinges. This will get cut, hinge. This, if we do it, it'll get cut, hinge, cut. I think you probably get the idea. Hinge. This probably cut, hinge, hinge, cut. Cut, hinge, hinge, cut, because the birds will be upside down, hinge, 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 and hinge. Okay, so we are going to have several pages that we're going to be able to use. The next thing I will do is I will decide on a paper cutter. Now with the 8.5 size, I can use a regular 3-hole paper punch if I'm going in this direction, but it's actually, because the 3-hole paper punch is made for that, You could, if you have some other type of hole punch, you can use those. I'm wondering if these, I don't know if I have a hole punch that's the right size for these. I might have to actually fussy cut them. Okay, I could go small. The tree won't work. The pine cone, I can go small. And the snowflake, I could use this punch and be able to just punch those, and the plaid. Let's see, where's my... I do have this one, but there's no room. There's no extra room. Okay, so that is not going to work. Sometimes if the circle's bigger, I can use that one. Like these, I can use that. Okay, you see how they're bigger? So I'll be able to use that punch and have those punched out. This might even be kind of fun to make a seal for Christmas cards. So yeah, so we can go ahead. I can use that punch on this one, and that will be awesome. I'm going to see if I have a square. Oh, look it! I have a larger round punch. I have a larger round punch that I didn't even know I had. So yeah, I can't do it from that direction. I wonder if my stamp helper will help with that. Pull out my stamp helper. This is called the Power Punch by Tapestry in Time from 1998. And so I can put this under here. You saw there was no way I was going to get that punched. Try and get it set up in there. I did move, but there, it just makes it so easy. And it's okay if they're not, if they end up next to the other one, because I'm going to have to give it some kind of now, because these are wood rounds, this might be the perfect one to not worry about it and go ahead and fussy cut them out with your scissors. Okay. But if you have trouble punching, I don't know if they still make this thing, but you might be able to find it like on eBay or Marketplace or something like that. But you see where this one is going to have got a bite out of it? It's okay, because where I'll just put something over that, probably. Okay. And there we go. So that's another thing I can do to get my things in order. I can get my pages ready, and I can cut out my little pieces that I want to use for embellishments. Okay, so I'm starting with just the things that I've chosen from the paper pad, and that is where I'm going to start. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Today's my birthday. If you're watching this on Sunday, it's my birthday. And this is what I really wanted to do for my birthday. But of course, I'll probably be doing something other than playing with my stuff. I did just look out of the corner of my eye. I saw a red filed folder. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I could take a red file folder and I can, or red paper, and I can cut some of these. Now remember, I personally like to use something that is throughout the journal that is going to make it cohesive. So if I take that and back it, put it on there, I'm going to like that. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and punch these and cut these and cut the cozies and cut a couple of the cozy Christmas. I will be also cutting some Santas and the Santa typewriters. Okay, one more thing. I know that I'm going to want the little poinsettias, so I'm going to be using the scraps of the file folder to punch these out. Okay, so using up my scraps, and then I can throw them away. I don't have to save them any longer, and I'm able to just do a few at a time. So I'm not doing like 10 at a time, which irritates my thumb. Okay, so, and then I'm stacking them. So coming back in and cutting out these, and I'll have those to back all those little circles. And I may cut out some circles from some of the other papers. Like that plaid one has a paper. Okay, so that is ready. And if I can't get in here and get a good thing, then I will have to cut this piece off. Which is sad, because that probably means that I can only get one poinsettia, but that's okay. I can always just cut poinsettias out of another red folder. This just happened, as you saw earlier in the video, this was just sitting here on my desk, this folder. So yeah, so I'm going to want at least 31 of these for the pages, but I may use them for tabs. I may use them folded over for other things. So then I just come along here and I'll have that where I can cut poinsettias when my thumb says, oh, it's time to cut poinsettias. Okay, so we'll cut just that little bit off so that I know that this can get up in there, because otherwise this punch wasn't making it up all the way up. Okay. My hand is getting tired. I probably have a few of these on the floor. Okay. So again, these can go over to become poinsettias, and I'll need way more than 30 poinsettias because I'm going to use them all through. Now this I can use for another punch, for a heart or something else, maybe even, I think it's too small for my tag punch, but yeah, and I like punches because they're pretty quick. Pretty quick. Okay, so we'll put those two over there and we'll take you back. The stamp thing comes with all of these sizes so that you can fit your other punches in them, and they'll be set up in the right place for this to come down. Yes, it's very dusty. I haven't had a need to use it in a long time. I'm really excited to get to use it today. And so there you go. Okay, so I have the pages cut and the pages folded, and I ended up with 31. And so this is what I've got. And I also have these that I'll be able to use. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 of these. So, of course, they can be tags, they can be cards, they can be pockets, they can be added onto a page that has a flap. Okay, so you can add a flap to a flap, add a flap to a flap, and make a bigger flap. Or this could be a double pocket here. I'm probably going to make actual pages. And, but I do like that. I do like that flap with the extra length of flap. So that is something that we can do. And so, you know, might as well just commit and do it. So along with doing this, my brain is going 80,000 miles an hour thinking of ways to use the, to do something about the white space. So we'll be taking care of that in one of the 12 days, because I want this, mine is going to be totally ready, that I can just start documenting on December 1st, okay? Or possibly, you know, as soon as I start decorating. And so, yeah, there you go. Because I think I'm gonna do December daily, do my Thanksgiving separate. I do have a Project Life album that I wanted to put Thanksgiving in, because that was one that mostly our family was able to come to. So, yeah. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what I've got there. I'm going to continue to cut out the rounds and the Santas and all of those things. And we'll be back with some more December daily ideas. We'll have 12 days of them getting ready for December daily. And that's because it's one of my favorite things. So I'm sure you'll be able to pick up some ideas for your junk journals and your other paper crafting while I'm doing that. So do stick around. So, yeah, so that gives me a start, and I'm pretty excited about it. So have you started yours? I'm like, out of the corner of my eye, I find some red. Remember, this is still on my desk because obviously I didn't use it all. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm excited, ready to go. Those are the things that I'm going to be doing for day 2 to get ready for my December daily. So getting pages picked out and ready. What are you going to do? Come back and put it in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to do. So, yeah. Now tomorrow we will be live with our Monday mini challenge in the challenge. I'm going to be opening a gift that they've asked me to do live. And so I hope you can join us tomorrow. And I will have a couple of page ideas in with that tomorrow to continue. And that will be our day 3, getting ready for the December daily. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.